at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Hurts throwing right away.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
They'll try and run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
19 tight, Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2. That's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ready.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the save.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you wonder, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a... He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Washington. 71 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Out out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Mark Andrews from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Alert! Alert!
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Lions!
They run once more with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Hurts. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready! Back to 60, back to 60. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Unlock lines, unlock lines. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper, 81 yards.
And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check that.
Again, it's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
On the jump. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll try and throw forward with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week.